because the file, right, or the energy that is happening in the environment is causing that file to open up. The subconscious knows everything that has happened in you. And I'm going to give you one more little piece. A portion of your subconscious was downloaded when you were a baby from your mother. It's a certain section of your subconscious that was given to you by your mother. So her feelings around things, her perception around things was given to you from your mother. She got some from her mother and her mother and her mother and her mother. So some of this is almost ancestral like. It's not in the DNA, it's in the energy field. So you are not totally you. In fact, the subconscious, right? How can I say this? Who you think you are may not be who you are, because who your conscious mind thinks you are is only 5% of the programming. 95% of who you are, what you feel and what you're doing, unless you're totally conscious and you've done the work, is all subconscious. Where's my notes? You see, 90% of your life is automatic. You don't have to learn it again because the subconscious is doing it. So if something is triggering you in the conscious mind, and there's a whole folder or folders or a whole bookshelf based on the fear, the anger, or whatever it is, it unfolds. It's the repetition of things happening over and over, whether they're words, sounds, that programs that subconscious. So those states of consciousness, which we think we can control, are on automatic. The subconscious is the body mind. It has a lot to do with feeling, because everything that you feel is in the body. It's a feeling. I just got a feeling. You get a feeling that, it's time to go. I just got a gut feeling it's time to go. Well, that's a combination of your subconscious and then the friendly bacteria and the bundle of nerves in your gut called the solar plexus, all triggering you, telling you that something could threaten our survival, because the subconscious is always attempting to get you to survive. But there's a glitch. Let's say you're 5 years old and something happens and it's traumatic. You are the captain of the ship. So you have a certain amount of emotion around the event at 5 years old. Subconscious picks up the emotion that you're experiencing.
Grand Rising.
If the emotion is a mood, then it's temporary.
Wow.
If the emotion is happening for more than 7 days, it becomes a temperament. You're thinking about it, you're feeling it, you're remembering it, you're feeling it. It becomes a temperament. If a temperament happens for more than 21 days, then it becomes a part of your character.
Yeah.
When you do things over and over and over, say you do something 7 times. So like when I'm teaching people to play an instrument or whatever, or learn something new, you do it 7 times and the subconscious says, okay, this is something we need to record. If it happens 14 times, it says, oh, the program is deep, go broader, give it full spectrum recording time, turn the volume up. After it happens 21 times, it becomes automatic. This is why you could break a habit. You could break a heroin habit in 21 days. Because that's part of your subconscious and your limbic system, all your nerves in your cells, which are being triggered by the drug. Not all drugs, but that's one drug that takes about 2 weeks to really break if you could stay away from it.
Wow. Oh.
If at 5 years old,
Nice talking to you too.
You're
Enjoy the rest of
triggered
your
by
walk.
something, and it seems to keep happening because you keep thinking about it. You stay in the vibration of it. That mood has become a
Yeah.
temperament, which has become part of your character. It's locked into a folder. Now, here
See,
you are at
didn't bark
25,
at me at all.
and you would like to erase that program or change that program because whatever it was is not
Gotcha.
working out for you. It's not, it's not,
Wow.
something that's conducive anymore. Keep in mind,
Alrighty.
the average adult lives life as an adult based on the conclusions of a child. I want to say that again. The average adult lives life as an adult based on the conclusions of a child. The conclusions of a child. The
You gotta
average
explain
adult,
that. You
the
gotta
average
explain that.
adult, how you're living, how you're acting is based on the conclusions that you made as a child. What conclusions that you had? Your parents gave you a bunch of conclusions.
Mhm.
What was good? What was bad? What's ugly? What's beautiful?
Mhm.
What's tasty? What's not? You learn all your traditions, all your
Yeah.
stuff as a child. It gets programmed in deep. Your parents are giving you like a pen that writes with indelible ink to write your story out, to write your script. It's like a movie. Your parents are programming you. They're attempting to, in their own minds, help you survive. Whatever. Depends on what kind of parents you got. They're attempting to give you their best, but what they got a lot of times, the program that they received was not the best programming. So most of us received a program as a child that says everything's going to be hard. It's a struggle out there. It's going to be hard to keep a job. It's going to be hard to graduate. It's going to be hard to get an A. You got to get an A. If you don't get an A, then use a dummy. You see what I'm saying? If you don't do this, then you're that. If you don't look a certain way, then you're not that pretty. You're not that good. And people that are dark skinned only get this, and what light skinned people they only get that. You get all of these stories and what religion you should be to be righteous, what God is, what happiness is, what joy is, what tastes good, what food is nutrition, what food is not. All of these programs were given to you as a child. All these ideas, which became ideals, were given to you as a child. And those conclusions, which may not be accurate, now you have them as an adult. And as an adult, you are living life as a child, and you're reacting and acting and pre-acting and premonitioning all these things based on the child